Good evening. My name's Thad Morgan. I'm the attorney for Elk Rapids Township. I just want to make a few comments on this section regarding the rezone of HERTH. The rezone request comports with the master plan. It comports with the rezoning map. The Planning Commission meeting was tantamount to a public hearing. So I'm not sure there's a reason to have another public hearing or a second reading. I think this matter is ripe for decision by this council. And I think you all see what happened across the bay when a municipality engages in zoning overreach and the ramifications of that. And I don't want to be adversarial, but I can tell you that this, to me, if it's denied, would be an abuse of discretion and would be tantamount to a regulatory taking or an inverse condemnation. So, as I said, I think it's ripe for a decision from this council. I don't think you need to have another public hearing. There's been a lot said about this decision by the township. It's the right decision, in my opinion. They have the right to sell it, and they have offers pending, but it's contingent upon the rezoning to R2, which again comports with the master plan and the zoning map. So I think the township is a little bit at a loss why this is taking so long. I understand the notice to quit goes until the end of the year for HERTH, but at the same time, these offers aren't going to be on the table probably until that time with no rezoning decision. And like I said, if you engage in zoning overreach, sometimes it sneaks back on you. That's all I have to say.
Gosh, does that sound like a threat?
Yeah.
I
It
said,
certainly sounds like a threat to me, sir.
well, if it's not rezoned, chances are the township will probably have to file suit.
And pay your bill to do that.
Well, no, the village is going to pay my bill at the end of the day.
I will just say that by law, that we are required to have 2 hearings at village council. We are not required at planning, even though we do often have a type of public hearing, but that doesn't count as a public hearing for village council.
That's not the way I read ordinances. I just
it's
respectfully,
Michigan law.
I respectfully disagree.
Okay.
The Planning Commission was tantamount to a public hearing.
Yes, you're right. It was.
Yeah. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Sarah?
So included in your packet is the staff report and the process and the Planning Commission recommendation for this rezoning. So I'm not going to go over the whole document and everything that's there. But basically, tonight's your first reading on this document. The village ordinances, and specifically Section 2-64 of your ordinances, do require 2 readings for any ordinance within the village. The public hearing, that is something that the village council typically does go through and is consistent with past practices on any ordinances that are adopted to have a public hearing at council. Under state law, there is not a requirement under the Michigan Zoning Enabling Act for that public hearing at council level. But like I said, that is past practices for any ordinances that we've had at council level to have a public hearing. So I laid out the rezoning process here. We're at the first reading at council. Planning Commission held a public hearing in June, asked for additional information from the attorney, and came back at their July meeting and made a recommendation to village council, which is included in your packet. I did lay out under the findings that are in the zoning ordinance. There's 3 components in there that the Planning Commission reviewed and provided input on, and so I kind of just bullet pointed those out for village council. You can accept their findings, change their findings, add to their findings when you make your final decision at your next meeting, based on information that you have available to yourself. So I think that's all that I have for you. I'm here to answer any questions that you have, keeping in mind that we'll kind of go through the same process again at the public hearing and prior to your decision. And would encourage you to come to the next meeting to listen to public comment, but also being able to kind of respond to these 3 criteria when you're making your decision. So, any questions from council members?
Do I read?
So, okay.
Thank you, Sarah.
So this is where you open the public hearing?
No, this is the first reading.
First
Public hearing is.
Okay.
If someone wants to make a comment,
Comment, yeah, you can make comment.
this would be the time.
It'll be recorded. Somebody wants to stand up and make a comment? No?
We can replay the last meeting.
Okay. All right. With that said, so we need to make a recommended motion on this to move it to finalize it for the second reading.
So I move to accept the first reading and schedule the second reading and public hearing for August 19th, Village Council meeting.
Support, Malawi.
Roll call vote, please.
Stevenson,
Yes.
Fosdick,
Yes.
De La Rosa,
Yes.
Mullally,
Yes.
Vasquez.
Yes.
Okay.